We have to see what is the abnormal conditions due to secretion. If there is overgrowth of adrenal cortex in mature woman, she develops certain male characteristics. You must have seen sometime beards, mustaches, and deep male voice comes. So that condition is known as adrenal virilism. And if overgrowth occurs in mature men, they may develop some feminine characteristics such as enlargement of breast. Then hyposecretion of cortisone from adrenal cortex that causes Addison's disease, and symptoms are loss of energy, skin pigmentation. So these diseases you should know. Sometime now they will mix and they will ask you to pick the odd term. So they will give Addison's disease and different, and then they will ask one. So Addison's disease symptoms are loss of energy, skin pigmentation, loss of weight, nausea, and hypoglycemia. Hypo means low blood sugar, sensitivity to cold and pain, and increased susceptibility to infections. Hypersecretion of cortisone from adrenal cortex causes Cushing's syndrome. So symptoms are obesity, hyperglycemia, opposite. Okay, higher blood sugar. Hyper is more. And osteoporosis means bones become brittle. Osteoporosis, that bones become brittle, though fracture chances are more. Then weakness, salt and water retention in the body. So this was about adrenal gland, and my suggestion is that you should learn one gland per day so that they don't get mixed. Okay, their location, their function, then abnormal conditions you should learn. Next comes pancreas. You are all very familiar with this gland. Is both a duct as well as ductless gland. This is exoendocrine gland because its secretion as a duct gland is poured into duodenum for digestion, and as a ductless gland it has special group of hormone secreting cells which are islets of Langerhans, which are scattered in the entire gland. So islet cells produce three hormones: insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin, from three different kinds of cells which are beta, alpha, and delta. So somatostatin statin is not in our syllabus, that is excluded. So we have to discuss about alpha and beta cells. That insulin is secreted by beta cells which checks rise of sugar level in blood. This is done in two principal ways, that it promotes glucose utilization by the body cells, thereby reducing the blood sugar level, and it stimulates deposition of extra glucose of blood as glycogen. Glucose is stored in the form of glycogen in liver and muscles, so it stimulates that deposition. So both of the things will help in bringing down sugar level in the blood. So when pancreas is not acting well, that person suffers from diabetes mellitus. Under secretion of insulin, insufficient secretion of insulin causes diabetes mellitus or hyperglycemia. Okay, the word mellitus means honey, referring to passage of sugar in urine. A diabetic person has high concentration of sugar in blood and excretes a great deal of urine loaded with sugar, feels thirsty because of loss of water through too much urination, and loses weight and becomes weaker and weaker. In certain cases, person loses eyesight or vision. Usual treatment is by administering insulin, is not a cure but only a method of supplying the hormone which is not being produced by the pancreas. Means we don't have any cure for this, only we provide insulin. Okay, over secretion of insulin also dangerous. Sugar level in the blood is lowered because of hypoglycemia, that is causes hypoglycemia, and brain may enter a state of coma if level becomes too low or even for a few minutes. Similar thing may happen to a diabetic person. If overdose of insulin is given, patient may become unconscious. This is called as insulin shock or hypoglycemia, and a prompt bite of sweet biscuits or sugar candy is helpful. Remember, it is wrong to say insulin converts glucose to glycogen. Instead, insulin enables the cells to absorb glucose and use it or convert it into glycogen. Then second hormone is glucagon. Don't get confused with glycogen. Glycogen is different and glucagon is different. Glucagon is the hormone which is secreted from alpha cells of islets of Langerhans. It stimulates breakdown of glycogen in the liver to glucose, and it raises sugar level in the blood. Very important. Just try to understand how it happens. So hormones of islets of Langerhans, they have given insulin which promotes glucose uptake by the body cells. secreted by beta cells, stimulates deposition of extra glucose in liver and muscles, and deficiency causes diabetes mellitus, sugar diabetes. Excess causes nerve cell starvation and brain coma, and glucagon from alpha cells stimulates liver to convert glycogen into glucose. Somatostatin from delta cells inhibits secretion of insulin and glucagon. So that is not in our syllabus. Then they have given figure 12.4, very important, role of pancreatic hormones in regulating blood sugar. So you can see they have given a liver here, where glycogen cycle, it is a cyclic process inside liver that glycogen is continuously converted into glucose and glucose into glycogen under the influence of hormones. Which one? This process is done under the influence of glucagon hormone, that glycogen will be converted into glucose, raising the blood sugar level. And insulin, it stimulates glucose into glycogen, it stimulates glycogen formation. So that you can see, it raises blood sugar level, it lowers blood sugar level. Okay, stimulates glucose uptake from the blood. High blood sugar after digestion of food, promotes insulin release. Okay, from pancreas they are secreted, alpha cells and beta cells. The beta cells secrete insulin, alpha cells secrete glucagon, and low blood sugar that promotes glucagon release. So this is the cycle that you should learn. So 2 glands I have done today. You have to revise both and learn. Thank you.